Hello, welcome to our podcast, The Junkies. I'm Dave O'Neill.
I'm Kitty Flanagan. It's the Sweet and Salty Roundabout. You're on board! Choo-choo!
Choo-choo! And we're back. We had a week off.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was actually sick.
You're sick and you just couldn't face the blind test that I was going to give you, which is fair enough.
I couldn't face anything. I just felt nauseous already, and the thought of doing two shows worth of snacks was just
it's bad
making me want to be
enough.
sick.
Like, what will you do for you listeners? The aftermath when you're lying in bed that night, you're like, oh, God, I feel...
Yeah, I've learned that I have to
rubbish.
line my stomach. I have to have an early dinner, and it has to be
early
something like quite like pasta or soup with a lot of bread. Like, you've really got to line it. Yeah. Otherwise, it just turns into a washing machine of rubbish in your stomach.
Oh, it's terrible. And we've got to give a few updates. The kids loved your cupcakes, the vegan cupcakes, which is for Joel's birthday. Sarah just turned up. She's right here. My kitty wanted to know, how did you make the icing with that no butter?
Oh, it's really simple. That's the simplest chocolate icing there is. It's just cocoa powder, icing sugar, and...
water?
No, I used oat milk.
Oat milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the baker in the family, and she was very impressed.
It's good icing,
by
isn't
the
it?
Cupcakes.
Yeah, and they were really moist. I made
nice.
I made 2 dozen for Joel's birthday party, and then another dozen of regular vanilla cupcakes.
Oh, just not. Yeah, you can.
And I also made a big honey cake. Have you ever had a honey cake with cream cheese icing? That was delicious.
I don't know. That sounds unbelievable.
Yeah, honey cake's really good. That one went down a treat. Everyone ate all the cake. All the cakes went.
Yeah.
I think mostly because the food we had at the bowling club was so disgusting. No one ate any of it.
Just the classic deep fried stuff would come out?
Yeah,
or?
It was all just coming out on platters straight from the deep fryer.
Yeah. Oh.
They brought out these big plates of scrambled egg, and I said,
scrambled egg?
What's that? And they said, that's frittata. And I went, is it? But you know what? The bowling club itself, we had a great day bowling, and you just had to look at it as, well, that's a donation to the bowling club.
Yeah.
Let's try and keep the bowling club alive by donating money and then putting their food in the bin.
We had a school benefit at a lawn bowling.
Lawn bowls, yeah.
And the food is not, there's just plates of mini dim sims coming out.
Yeah, it was not good.
You'd be thankful you didn't have to go on, because I've had mini dim sims thrown at me.
Oh.
So it's not
But
good.
the good thing was, when I brought out all the cakes,
quality.
Everyone was hungry, and every cake went. It was great.
And then, but what you gave me an update about your teeth. So you'd been to a dentist that used visualization and
breathing and visualization.
No drugs.
No drugs. No. And
so you could only eat soup or a smoothie, you said, in the teeth.
I had soup and a smoothie for 2 weeks. I couldn't even chew a really soft bean or a grain of rice.
You're like a football player's been punched in the face, aren't you? You know, they get their jaws thing out.
Yeah, when you have to have your jaw wired.
Yeah.
It was
God,
really
did
bad.
you lose weight? You must have lost weight. You look like you lost weight.
I did lose a kilo.
Yeah,
I was pretty happy with that.
Pretty good. I mean, miserable though.
Yeah, I was getting you. I do like soup, so that was a plus.
Soup.
Yeah, but I couldn't have any bread with it, and I missed my pizza. Sometimes I like to just make a nice garlic pizza to go with my soup.
Of course, you need something with soup.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
But they fixed it up.
Well, it took 5 visits, but eventually, it's actually pretty good. But I'm so nervous about chewing it on. I'm still not chewing on it.
Yeah, no.
But I can chew on that side now.
Did you get drugs, or did they light some sage for you or something else?
This time...
Did a spell? This
time, because of the panic attack I had last time, she did say, look, we might give you some Valium this time. I went, do you reckon? Do you reckon that might be a good idea for everyone in the practice? And so I really topped myself off with Valium.
I've had that once.
So much better.
Yeah.
I just lay back in the chair. Different dentist did it as well.
Yeah.
Lay back in the chair. It only took 1 injection to make me numb, because I was already just going, whatever. So you take up the blocker faster as well, apparently, if you're on something, if you're relaxed. Right. And so I only needed 1 injection instead of 4.
Yeah.
And then I was just quite happy. I just put on some music myself, just lay back. And then, it feels like 5 minutes later, and they go, that's it, you're done. And they go, already?
Did you bring your own music to put on, or?
Yeah.
What did you put on?
Because last time
I'm
when I was...
intrigued by what music you put on, because you're famous for having dinner parties with no music.
Well, when I was lying there in the chair the first time, and I kept saying, first of all, they had the TV on with just some nature kind of, music and pictures, but the Wi-Fi kept going out. So then they said, we'll put some music on for you. And this was the time when I was freaking out. And I said, yeah, just put some loud music on. And the woman goes, what sort of music do you want? And I've got my mouth open. I'm in no mood to choose. And then she goes like this, jazz? And I just went, I just started shaking my head violently.
No,
it was basically anything but.
But you do stand-up about jazz.
Oh, skibbly-bop-bop, skibbly-doo, skibbly-bop-bop-bop.
So what music did you listen to?
I just want classical music because you can turn it up really loud
Yeah,
and it's it doesn't irritate you in any way. You just kind of go, I don't really know this music, but it's just music in my ears.
Yeah, my dentist, he's about 10 years older than me, so he'd be in his 60s and he goes, okay, when you're doing quite a big procedure, he goes, I'll put some music on. I've got a selection of, what have I got here? Christopher Cross, Dire Straits. Well, I'm just like, I don't like any of those bands.
Dire Straits,
Christopher Cross, and I'm just trying to think of the worst the bands I do not like. You know
that would be a weird. That's a weird soundtrack to your dental work.
Crosby, Stills and Nash was the other one. I think I'm like, I'm more 80s. But anyway, here we are.
Mark Knopfler. Didn't he sound bored when he was singing? Chicks for free. He was never excited about any of it.
Credit where credit's due, though. I never liked Dire Straits, but I loved the soundtrack to Local Hero.
Oh, okay.
Remember that movie?
Yeah, I do.
It was a great movie,
Yeah.
and he did and the soundtrack was great.
Oh, there's no question. I mean, I'm not dissing the man's talent. I'm just saying. I felt as a front man, he just wasn't that into it. He wasn't exactly David Lee Roth, was he?
No, and I used to say,
kicking and prancing.
Isn't it funny how a band's name changes the meaning of words? Like, when you hear that man is in dire straits, you go, I feel sorry for him. He's going bald and playing the guitar.
And he used to wear a headband like he was having a tennis match.
Yes. Yeah, when I worked with Dicko from Australian Idol, he claimed that Dire Straits were cool. They started off very cool in England. He goes, I know you won't believe me, Dire Straits were cool.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, maybe they were. Maybe. Often bands are. I was a big Midnight Oil supporter as a teenager, and they were cool.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't believe me that Midnight Oil used to be cool. I said they were cool.
Oh, they're not cool anymore. See, that's how much I know.
Oh no, they just became mainstream. They've gone.
I thought they just became old.
Yeah, well, they're cool again, I believe.
Right.
Anyway, look, we've already done. We haven't done even talk about.
We haven't
snacks.
eaten anything.
Let's get into it.
Sorry,
so we're going to
do. That was the updates.
So that's the updates. Updates finished.
And we'll have some thank yous at the end because we've both been getting a lot of treats at our gigs.
Yes.
So thank you for those. But
absolutely.
What we're going to do now, we'll just switch off for a minute because we're going to take you back to New Zealand.
Oh, the land of the
I'm going to fill the bowls with
land
New
of the
Zealand
long white
chips.
cloud, eh, bro? We're back. There's nothing better than the smell of salt and vinegar.
I have just cracked open 2 bags of salt and vinegar chips, one from New Zealand, one from Australia, the Smiths, the classic, the winner. And honestly, when I opened the Bluebird's originals, the New Zealand ones, the smell, I just went, oh, that is delicious. There's nothing better. And then I opened Smith's and I went, oh, that's good too. I don't know who's going to win, Dave.
Well, you've tasted these before. I've never had Bluebird chips, I believe.
Well, do you want to describe them for the listener?
They're like a ruffle. They're like a... So the Smiths ones have got a wider corrugation. This has that's got a narrower corrugation.
Yeah, so far more like the ruffle, which you don't see anymore, or the Brett's chip,
and people
which we love the Brett's.
People talking Brett up on the Facebook group.
It's a good chip.
People are very excited about Brett's, and they are good chips. Okay, well,
what do you want to try first? Do you want to refresh your palate and your memory with a Smith's, or do you want to go straight in for a Bluebird's?
I'll go Smith's.
Okay,
I love Smith's. Here we go.
Smith's salt and vinegar, original and the best.
Oh,
Gee, they're sharp, aren't they?
unbelievable. I was at a friend's house yesterday, just a dad and his son who was about 14 walked in, and he had some chips. I could see he had some chips from a distance, and I was just yelling, what flavour, mate? He's like, salt and vinegar. I'm like, good choice. And that was the exact Smith's chip.
Yeah, I just sent a few
choice.
bags of those up to my brother in Japan. That's his favourite thing, to get the big party bag.
He'd be missing it, would he?
Yeah, he loves them. When he comes out here, that's what he takes back, just big party bags of Smith's salt and vinegar. So I sent him a few bags.
They don't have salt and vinegar in Japan?
Not like Smith's.
Nah, it's very British really, isn't it? Salt and vinegar.
All right, now, I claimed these were the best things I had in New Zealand.
Yeah.
I haven't had them for a while. I've been saving these, so
here we go.
Hopefully.
Still very, very good.
They're good, aren't they? Oh, yeah. That fine corrugation really works for me.
It's almost a matter of, whether you prefer a bigger corrugation or a finer one.
The flavour is similar, isn't it?
That's
They've both
very
got that
similar.
very sharp but sweet. It's very good.
It's a line ball call.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to make you go back to a Smith's. Now, tell me if you think you can taste the oil more in those.
Oh, yeah.
I think you can. And it might just be that particular bag, but I find those a little. You can taste the oil, like they've been cooked in a bit of dirty oil or something. They should have changed the oil up. Whereas these ones, I'm not tasting it.
Yeah, it's a bit. They're kind of
which is making them
crisper,
nicer.
maybe.
Yes,
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what it is? They taste like they've been cooked just a bit longer.
Yes, and they actually look a bit browner. Look at that.
They've been left in the oven a bit longer.
I'll have another one.
Yeah, I'll have another one. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, they're very good.
All right, well, controversial, but based on that particular packet of Smiths, I'm going to give it to the Bluebird Originals.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with me. I'm happy for you to disagree on this one, Dave. Usually I don't like that, but
you don't like it when
this is such a line ball call. I'm happy for it to be
I'll
even
go
Stevens.
Smiths just because I'm patriotic.
All right, good for you. I just think the New Zealanders are nicer.
Yeah,
as in New Zealand people.
So, okay. So you're claiming it like we claim Russell Crowe when he's good, or the Split Ends when they were great. So
Yeah, they're a good chip.
yeah. Well, that's great. Wow.
Curious, very English in that the bag is green.
Yeah, which is
That's an English thing.
Yes.
English chips are green salt and vinegar, and pink is prawn cocktail.
And we're still mystified why they got a penguin on the front of their
Yeah, I don't know. He's not, because that's not a bluebird. That's a penguin.
Penguins are big fans of chips somehow. But anyway,
I had a lot of those while I was in New Zealand.
oh, they're good. Next, blind tests.
Blind tests.
You've got some crackers.
I have some crackers sent in to me from, one of the listeners.
Gosh.
I
Okay.
know.
I've got one. Yeah, look. Yeah, I'm happy with it just because of what it is. But anyway, that's a little bit. You go and I'll just do it right now. Would you want to do that?
All right, yeah, you do that. And I've changed my mind. I'm actually going to do one that Glenn Butcher gave me, my tour manager / Victor from Fisk.
Love Victor. Glenn Butcher, of course, was also starred in Full Frontal. A very funny man. These are a new French fry, and that's why I'm excited because we love French fries, and they're from the standard. They're not some weird. I haven't got some weird shop. They're just the standard make, and they are tomato sauce flavour. I was so excited when I saw them in the 7-Eleven, even though Irene, my regular attendant, goes, "You shouldn't be buying this food." I said, "Hey, it's for a podcast, Irene. Relax." Okay, come back, because you have to remember though, we've had some bad experiences with variations of these flavours. I do believe we've had bad experiences with French fries, haven't we?
Oh.
Remember that was the time?
I will never forget sour cream and chives.
Yes.
Disgusting. Or was it light and tangy? Oh,
No,
maybe it was light and tangy.
Maybe it was light and tangy, but you were on the bathroom floor.
Oh, I was sick as a dog.
Yeah, and we think, and so these are actually French fries. They're not some weird.
Okay.
So they're not some weird. I didn't get it from the Asian supermarket. They're the standard French fry. They brought out a special flavour. We've probably done this flavour before, but I was just so excited to see a new French fry flavour.
We have. We've done salt and vinegar, so there won't be that.
No.
We did either light and tangy or sour cream and chives, whatever they were.
A mustard burger flavour or burger mustard.
Yeah,
what was
that's
that?
right.
Cheeseburger flavour.
Cheeseburger, yeah. All right.
So what do you reckon these are? They do
Well,
smell.
they're orangey, so...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, just on smell alone, that smells like a Smith's barbecue chip.
It's not barbecue.
It's not barbecue. Okay. Oh,
Let me have one.
tomato?
Yes.
Tomato sauce?
Yes.
Is it?
Have a look. Tomato sauce.
Yeah, they're not nice. Oh my God, that's gross.
Oh,
God, if I kept eating those, I'd be on the bathroom floor again. No,
Don't
they're
eat
not
them.
good. I don't like those.
you don't like them?
No,
Oh,
no,
they're not bad. No.
no, I don't like them at all.
Well, I wouldn't buy them, but
Oh,
just so excited. That
they do taste like tomato sauce.
They do, they're very authentic. All right,
Very
well-
authentic. I might just have myself a salt and vinegar chaser to cleanse my palate.
Oh, yeah, go on. All right, well, I'll go.
Okay, so this will be interesting given that we just had tomato sauce flavour. I have got some twisties here And the flavour is cherry tomato bomb. I'm not expecting him to get bomb, but if he can get cherry tomato or even just tomato, I'll give it to him. Okay. Hang on, I'll call him back in. Dave, come back. Done some whispering.
Oh.
And look what I've got for you.
A twisty.
A genuine twisty.
Is it like an actual twisty?
Mm-hmm. Actual twisty.
Oh.
Courtesy of Glenn Butcher, who found these in Ballina, so all the way from the Northern Rivers.
Ballina is beautiful.
So describe the colour for me.
Yellow.
Really?
Yeah, they got speckles on them,
Yeah,
kind of,
they're
haven't they?
speckly. Yeah.
I should put my glasses on, actually, I reckon. That's chicken, some sort of chicken.
Well, they do smell chickeny, but no, that's incorrect.
It's not chicken.
No, I wouldn't give you chicken twisties.
Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a very definite. I'm putting my glasses on.
Oh.
Take it seriously.
You're going to put your glasses on to help you smell.
It's like when you turn the music down when you're reversing.
Oh, God, that is very distinct, but I don't know that I would get it. I can taste it because I know what it is. You might need a few in your mouth.
I've had that before. I reckon that's a condiment.
Oh,
No,
well,
it's a dish.
no, it's a thing. It's an item. Like it's a food.
It's
Like just one food.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
But is that a meat? I don't think it is a meat.
Do you know,
Is it a fish?
it's definitely not a meat or a fish, but you're sort of almost there with condiment, I would almost give to you, because I can taste what you're tasting there. They taste a little bit like those relishy corn chips that we really like. Remember those Red Rock Deli relish
They were good.
corn
They
chips?
were great.
They've got a little bit of that about them.
So it's not a
There's
condiment.
almost a little bit of are you getting a hint of hotness there?
Yeah. So it's not a meat.
No, it's a vegetable.
It's a vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I can
hang on a
taste a
minute.
vegetable. Yeah.
Now I can. Oh my God! I keep getting it.
Don't overthink it. It's common.
Is it a capsicum of some sort, like a pepper?
Do you know, I'm thinking.
It's not a pickle. It's not.
No, it isn't. But I'm going to read the. I think there might be. It is just one thing, but it tastes to me like there's a little bit of heat in there, like spice.
I'm still eating them. So it's a vegetable.
Yep, and I'm wondering why hang on, here's the ingredients. Okay.
Is this from a foreign country, perhaps?
Look, I think they might be Malaysian,
Oh, okay.
but the thing isn't necessarily Malaysian.
Some
And
sort
there's
of-
no clues on the back. It's literally just numbers. So.
like a tomato-y?
Yes, bang.
Tomato.
Cherry tomato bomb.
Oh, cherry tomato.
Yeah. So that's why I think they're a bit sweeter than
Yes.
like maybe regular tomato.
Yeah. Well, that's a good find. We've never had cherry tomato.
Cherry tomato bomb, if you don't mind.
That's the same. Oh my phone's thinking. That's the same thing as the same makers. What was the one I gave you that you would already have? What was that one? Yeah. Kapow
there was
curry.
kapow.
Yeah.
Some sort of kapow curry.
I think that's a bit of a find, cherry tomato.
This is a bit dangerous leaving these salt and vinegar chips on the table. I keep having palate cleansers.
Gosh, they're so good. They're so good. Well, I don't have any. I've got some for next time, more blind tests, but they're both in their own category. So
Yeah, I might save my other blind test for next week too, because we had such a long preamble.
But next, should we do bounties? Oh, should we do gifts from? I've got some WA treats that a Junkies fan gave us.
Okay, well, I think we should do bounty.
Could you mention it? We mentioned it last episode.
So let's talk about the bounty because we can't remember if we like it or not.
And I've got some lame research too.
So this is like a new segment that we're going to do called "What's he like?" Because
What's he
we can't
like?
remember. We can't remember what it's like.
I have not had a bounty for 20 years at least.
I used to really like them, but I kind of just stopped. I think maybe I got one or two that were a bit dry. And I went, oh, they're not moist anymore.
Well, I love coconut, so I should naturally love a bounty.
All right, well,
So the segment's
we'll
called...
see. What's he like?
Do you want some lame research?
Oh, I sure do. Oh, yep, great.
Okay. Manufactured by Mars, introduced in 1951. Where do you reckon it's from?
The South Pacific.
No. From United Kingdom and Canada.
Oh, come on. Where did they get coconuts from?
Well, exactly. Well, they colonised a lot, the British,
didn't
didn't they?
Of course, the Empire.
The Empire. It's a direct emulation. What does emulation mean? A copy?
Like a copy, yeah.
Of the Mounds bar introduced by Peter Paul in America.
The Mounds bar?
Yeah, which was taken over by Hershey's.
I've never heard of the Mounds bar.
I looked it up. It looks exactly like the Bounty.
Wow.
Okay, it's a coconut filling. Yep, sure. What other flavour was introduced in Australia in 2006? I remember this.
I think it might have been cherry.
Oh, bang!
Yep.
Okay, also in Europe, there was a very limited what flavour?
Oh.
Think tropical.
Oh, pineapple.
Mango. But in Russia and Ukraine, there was a pineapple one.
Oh.
This
I thought Russia might have done like a beet one.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Beetroot coconut. Or
cabbage.
Turnip coconut.
In November 2022, so not that long ago.
You're allowed to still be like stereotypical about Russians at the moment, aren't you? You can still put shit on them.
They've invaded countries.
Exactly.
It's
one of the last, last ones you can put shit on.
A Kiwi accent, but you know.
That was an homage.
Yeah, homage. It was announced that Bounty bars would be removed from the celebrations tubs in the United Kingdom after manufacturers found that 40% of people hated them.
Well, that doesn't stop them keeping the Turkish delight in this country. You hate the Turkish delight.
Yeah.
I love it.
A limited run of no Bounty tubs was available before Christmas. There we
Imagine
go.
that, a special no Bounty tub.
Let's have some Bounty. It's been in my lab. I apologise.
Oh,
no, you know.
What is it? A special flavour? What's that orange bit say?
No, that's a trio.
Oh, there's three now.
Right. Yeah, it used to be two. That's right. It used to be two.
Wow, it's a triple. Ooh.
I accidentally rang John, who provided the labs.
I
accidentally rang him.
You bum dialed him?
Yeah, on FaceTime. I was lying in bed, and then he answered. I'm like, "Hey, John. Oh, sorry." Then I said, "Wait, just letting you know, the labs are going well, mate."
Just calling you at 1 a.m. from my bed to let you know the labs are going well.
About 10:30 at night, but just to let you know.
Right, well, it looks pretty moist. I've got high hopes. I always remember the chocolate being very good on these.
Yeah, the Bounty.
But I'm not sure I'm happy with the ratio.
Oh.
I think that's what used to throw me.
It's too dry. You're right.
Yeah.
Too much coconut.
I think they need a bit more chocolate. They need to... Yeah. The ratio is a bit wrong, isn't it? It's a bit like coconut ice with a very thin layer of chocolate.
Now I know why I didn't like it.
Did you ever eat coconut ice as a kid?
Yeah, of course. No,
yeah, I didn't. I didn't like it.
Well, we wouldn't have it much, but I remember getting it at Fates and stuff.
Fates, yeah.
Well, that's a disappointment, the Bounty.
Yeah, all right. Well,
lucky we've got the salt and vinegar still here.
Yeah, let's have a palate cleanser. Or we can palate cleanse with some juicy fruit. Oh, no, we've got your treats.
We've got to talk about juicy fruit next week.
Okay, we'll do juicy fruit next week as a sweet memory jogger.
Absolutely. But thanks for listening this time
round.
No,
hang on. I need to do some thank yous.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because I got a lot of treats given to me. I was in Ballarat on the weekend. Then I was in Colac. And I'm just going to get the card so I don't forget people's names. Okay. Hang on.
Well, I got stuff in WA. I'm sorry, I don't know your names, but you gave me some pretzels and then some posh...
chocolate pretzels.
Well, I thought you'd like them.
Oh, you know I would.
They're for you.
Great. Thank you.
They'll be in the lab.
No,
they'll be all right.
Yeah.
Look, but what about these? These
what
are posh. They said these are posh chocolates. Special WA with, have a look. I don't think you're a fan of this kind of stuff.
I'm not a fan of chocolate box chocolates. Are you?
I always...
Do you know what I do?
so exciting when I was a kid.
I know, but you take a bite out of each one and go, no, don't want it. And then you put them back on the top of the fridge. And then when you're really desperate and you've got no snacks in the house, you go back to it and you start taking bites again. But they always just got bites out of them for me.
These are very WA. Would you like a Quandong and blood peach? Or a Jarrah honey and coastal rosemary?
Oh, wow. They actually sound pretty good. Lemon
myrtle and eucalyptus.
Oh, how do you tell which is which?
Have a look.
I'll tell you what I'd like is a milk chocolate one.
Oh, there you go.
So that better be a finger lime and coconut.
Try that.
Try that.
I don't know which one that is.
I think it is. This was always the fun bit when you were a kid, wasn't it?
Oh, getting a box of chocolate was so exciting.
And and everyone wanted the key.
Yes. Or just the plain chocolate one too. I don't know. Or the,
But, you always wanted that thing to look at. You couldn't, there was no way you were going to make the decision without looking at the key.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm having Vindaloo and coconut.
Oh, I'm going to have the Murray River pink salt caramel. Yeah. No, this caramel's not bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
But thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, WA. And someone gave me a giant freckle, which I ate in my hotel room. Gee, it was good.
Oh, nice.
Margaret River.
The flavours do sound pretty good. I would try a few more of them, but not today because I'll get sick.
So you've got a card?
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank Sharon, who didn't give me like a box of things to try out on the Junkies or to sample. She just listened to the episodes and picked me a whole bunch of my favourite things and put them in a bag, and we had the best drive home from Colac.
Is this the photo you sent me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's choice stuff.
Choice. Just like, it was just top shelf.
She knew you.
It was Junkies top shelf. It was
Frogs?
red frogs, which they're the one thing I kept for you, Dave.
Oh,
so I've got a bag of
big
red
ones?
frogs. Big ones.
Oh.
Big red frogs. Woolworths Rocky Road, those biscuits.
You like them?
Oh, bloody love those.
Boulder chips?
Boulder chips, but white cheddar flavour, which are the hardest ones to find and the best ones.
Yum.
And something else that I've forgotten, sorry. Oh, yeah, a block of Whittaker's
Oh, yeah, creamy caramel.
creamy caramel. I mean, it was just, there wasn't a dud in the bag.
It's kind of cruel sending it to me at 11:30 on Saturday night, I've got to tell you.
I said, look what I got. Sent him a picture.
I just bum-dialed John about them lying in bed.
So
looking at
that
this
was
photo.
from Sharon. So Sharon, that was very kind of you,
Sharon.
and you really made our road trip when we went on to Colac the next night, and then we drove home from Colac eating all our chips. Everyone was very happy, especially with those biscuits. Get off.
Come on, Sarge. It's
And
not
then
about you,
also,
mate.
I can't even go through the bag that Elaine and Jess gave me, but I just want to thank them for their very kind, massive bag of treats. There were so many things in there, including a bottle of sherry.
They've written quite an essay to
It's
you in there.
quite an essay,
I won't
Dave.
read it. It's personal.
Oh no, you can read it, but you won't understand it. They've made a lot of references to my my shows. They're clearly familiar with my work, which is very, very flattering, very nice of them. But yeah, they put together a whole box of treats, basically based on my stand-up and references. In
Oh, wow.
So that was very nice of them. Thank you for that.
What was the thing you used to give out at the start of a show? You used to
Bag
give
of bullets.
That's it.
Yeah, I used to give out a bag of bullets at the top
it.
of the show. And also, I got some stuff from Helen and her 11-year-old Lotti. We haven't tried those things yet because she did say, I think they were re-gifts that they didn't want, that they'd re-gifted to us. But I do have a letter. I'm coming back to you on that one, Helen. I'll get back to you.
Just relax, Helen.
So I got your letter. I just didn't want you to think I'd forgotten you. You and Lotti, I hear you. You'll hear from me.
You've been seen.
You've been seen. Yes,
you've been
exactly.
Seen, you've been heard. Anyway, next week we'll do a bit of juicy fruit, got some more blind tests, and we might get to what I've named the lame lolly folly.
Yeah, I like that idea. New segment, lame lolly folly.
Where I believe that Allen's and the Natural Confectionery Company are just trying to create the lamest lollies ever in a battle to the lamest.
Yeah, I think they've both lost their minds at the new player on the market, Lifesavers, and they've just gone mad.
They've
and just
gone
gone,
mad.
let's have a lame off.
Anyway, thanks for listening. We'll see you again.